Greetings and welcome. This is Rajiv Makhni on the Cell Guru Show, and today we've got everything you want in a show on mobile phones. Big review, the Vivo T1 Pro 5G. Nicely priced, 23,000 rupees, nice fast charging, a Snapdragon processor, triple rear camera, and two of them are fantastic. But can Vivo take on the under 25,000 rupees segment and win it? Because this is looking like a fantastic phone. And then of course we'll move on to our very famous Qualcomm segment, a very heartwarming story for us to tell you today. Then we'll move on to another big story for today, the OnePlus Nordbuds. See, OnePlus is already in the audio segment. They already have TWS earbuds. But this is the first ever one that comes from the Nord brand. So let's get started with today's show. Our top story today, the big review, is the Vivo T1 Pro. Nice large battery, AI triple camera setup. The 64 megapixel primary sensor gives fantastic results. We found this phone to be absolutely fantastic, and it's priced at a very aggressive 23,000 rupees. This is our Cell Guru review.
On paper, Vivo has all the right features to make the T1 Pro an outstanding phone, but does it match up to the hype? We find out in our Cell Guru review. The display of the T1 Pro has a few aces up its sleeve. The 90Hz refresh rate enables for smooth scrolling and multi-tap browsing. Also, the Vivo T1 Pro features an SGS Eye Care display certification that lets you enjoy your screen time without straining your eyes. The T1 Pro comes with a 6.44-inch AMOLED display with full HD resolution. The phone comes with dual speakers that make your multimedia experience top-notch. Vivo is known for its spectacular cameras, and the T1 Pro is no different. The Vivo T1 Pro comes with the company's AI triple camera setup, which includes a 64 megapixel main sensor, an 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a 2 megapixel macro sensor. The primary camera does incredibly well in daylight, capturing even minute details and delivering excellent dynamic range. These images clicked with the night mode are exceptional. There is very minimal noise in the photo. The T1 Pro's 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera boasts of a 117-degree field of view that gives a completely new perspective to your photographs. The front camera uses a 16 megapixel sensor for video calls and selfies. The phone supports 4K video recording, which is great for vloggers and video enthusiasts. The Vivo T1 Pro Snapdragon 778G 2.4 GHz octa-core processor comprises Cairo 670 CPU cores, which give it a better performance. Where the phone stands out is a flagship level 8-layer liquid cooling solution. This helps keep your phone cool even with heavy usage. The Vivo T1 Pro supports a 4700 mAh battery, which is complemented by the 66-watt flash charge technology. The Vivo T1 Pro is priced at 23,999 rupees for the 6GB plus 128GB variant. With more hits than misses, Vivo definitely lives up to the hype, and this is a phone you should consider under the 25K segment.
Let's move on now to a very famous and much awaited Qualcomm segment, and today we're going to tell you a very heartwarming story about Bhavesh Patel. As someone popularly said, don't be too afraid to be ambitious about your goals. Hard work never stops, and neither should be your dreams. We take so many things for granted, but there are so many who actually struggle because they're either deprived of, either from birth or due to some cruel incident. Now, technology has grown by a lot. It's progressed far beyond the realms of imagination. Modern technologies help people with disabilities perform tasks that were previously impossible for them. One such inspiring story that defines the true meaning of achieving dreams is the story of Bhavesh Patel, the man behind the lens for some of the biggest brand shoots and overcoming multiple barriers on his way to this incredible success. You know what he does? Photography. Now, Bhavesh is a photographer, and photography is all about the visual, and yet Bhavesh is visually impaired. But he's done more things than most photographers aspire to do in their entire lifetime. He's an inspiration to many. He's neither limited nor intimidated by his lack of sight. And software engineer by profession and photographer by passion, Bhavesh Patel is here to prove that the future belongs to those who dare to dream irrespective of obstacles.
बचपन से मैं ब्लाइंड हूँ और लेकिन मेरी ब्लाइंडनेस मेरे लाइफ में बाधा बने, ऐसा मैं चाहता नहीं हूँ, ऐसा मैं होने नहीं दूंगा। मेरे अंकल के साथ जब मैं आता था तो वो मुझे वहाँ के आर्ट गैलरी में लेके जाते थे और वो मुझे एक्सप्लेन करते थे, वहाँ पे नए नए जो भी पेंटिंग्स लगते थे वो उनको ऐसे एक्सप्लेन करते थे जैसे कि रियल कोई चीज़ हमारे सामने है। उस टाइम पे मैंने आर्ट को रियली एक विजुअलाइज करना या वर्चुअली विजुअलाइज करना वो वहाँ पे मेरा शुरू हुआ।
32-year-old Bhavesh Patel, who lives in a small house in Mumbai's Vikhroli area, has always been determined. As a young child, he would attempt to do what other children with normal sight did. Maybe it was this determination that gave Bhavesh Patel the courage to attempt photography, a largely visual medium of expression.
हमने 3 प्रिंसिपल पे फोकस किया, साउंड, टच एंड जजमेंट। ये 3 बेस प्रिंसिपल्स थे। फिर सर ने हमें फोटोग्राफी के बारे में थोड़ा बहुत इंट्रोडक्शन दे के फिर कैमरा का बेसिक समझाया एंड देन वी कैरीड ऑन फ्रॉम देयर। ये 1.5 महीने का कोर्स था, उसमें हम लोग ने बहुत सारे अलग अलग जगहों को एक्सप्लोर किया, वहाँ पे फोटोग्राफी की और रिजल्ट्स काफ़ी माइंड ब्लोइंग थे, यानी सर जहाँ तक कहते हैं। तो फिर उसके बेसिस पे हम लोग ने, मतलब मैंने तो एटलीस्ट ये फोटोग्राफी को बाद में कंटिन्यू किया एज अ पैशन।
For Bhavesh, technology has been the game changer, making the impossible possible. This has not only helped him to excel professionally, but also gave him a chance to work with big brands, including the K brand and a photo shoot for Katrina Kaif.
There is something called as neural engine, जो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस होता है, उसके ज़रिए मशीन लर्निंग भी बोल सकते हैं, उसके ज़रिए उसमें क्या चीज़ें हैं फ़ोटो के अंदर, वो इंफॉर्मेशन असिस्टिव टेक्नोलॉजी या सॉफ्टवेयर जो हम लोग यूज़ करते हैं, स्क्रीन रीडर जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं, उसको वो इन्फॉर्मेशन पास आउट करता है और वो फिर हम लोग को पढ़ के बताता है कि क्या है फ़ोटो के अंदर। तो पहले से बहुत सारा चीज़ें चेंजेस हो गए। फॉर एग्जांपल, पहले मैं फ़ोटो लेता था तो मुझे पूछना पड़ता था कि ये फ़ोटो सही आया है नहीं आया है, बहुत सारी डिपेंडेंसी थी फॉर एग्जांपल। लेकिन अभी वो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, बहुत सी ऐसी चीज़ें हैं जो मैं खुद से ही जज कर सकता हूँ बिकॉज ऑफ द टेक्नोलॉजी।
Despite many financial hardships, Bhavesh's family made sure he received an education. Today he is not only an achiever professionally, but he is also happily married with a young daughter. Photography helped him even at the time of his marriage. He impressed his wife by taking her pictures.
फोटोग्राफर है वगैरह ऐसा सुना था, हाँ। कैटरीना का फ़ोटो निकाला था, वो भी दिखाया था इन्होंने, तो मैंने इनको ऐसे ही मजाक बोला, आप मेरा फ़ोटो निकाल के दिखाओ पहले। अच्छा। तो हाँ, सच लगा, टस्ट हुआ, हाँ चलो हो निकाल सकते करके। वो सिखाते मुझे फोटोग्राफी करने के लिए। ऐसा ये ऐसा पहले उसको एक मोबाइल को सामने रखने का, फिर वो मोबाइल उनका टॉक बैक वाला है, तो फिर फेस एकदम ओवर बोलता है, फिर वो क्लिक करने का ऐसा सिखाते हैं मुझे। लैपटॉप में भी सिखाते हैं कि ऐसा कीबोर्ड कैसा चलाना है वगैरह।
The man who made a difference in Bhavesh's life is this professor, Partho Bhaumik. In 2006, after meeting a visually impaired photographer in Paris, Partho started a project called Blind with Camera in India, where he has taught up to 1,500 students who had a visual disability to take photographs. He says mobile technology plays an important role in photography, which is done without seeing, and this technology empowers people like Bhavesh to do mainstream photography.
When I started off this project, I always thought it has to hit the mainstream. Like one day some of my guys should replace a mainstream photographer in a commercial shoot. Right? Unless you do that, you are not hitting the mainstream. Right? And it happened. It's a great facilitator, I can say. Technology is a great facilitator. First, it starts with a phone, mobile phone. You can enlarge the picture that you can see. See, in a conventional camera, you can't do, right? Your sight is actually funneled within the viewfinder. So somebody who is partially sighted can always make it enlarge and see it, right? Like, let's talk about somebody who is Bhavesh, who is born blind, right? There are a lot of apps which actually gives you audio clues, right? Seeing AI करके है एक Microsoft का एक product है, which actually the moment you point, it tells you what is the description of that.
Bhavesh Patel has ensured that no barriers could stop him from exploring photography. And due to the ever-developing technology, Bhavesh is not limited and neither intimidated by his lack of sight and is exploring his passion in photography. In Mumbai with camera person Sanjay Mandal, Sohit Mishra, NDTV.
Okay, it's my absolute privilege to actually go and have a chat with Bhavesh himself. Bhavesh, great to have you out here. And I must start by asking you the obvious. To be visually impaired and yet achieve stupendous success in a visual art form like photography. We've understood the how. I want to understand the start. How did you think about this? Why was this the dream for you? And what were the biggest challenges in the beginning?
सो 2009 की टाइम की बात है ये, जब मैंने अपने लाइक ग्रेजुएशन के लिए अप्लाई किया था. उस टाइम पे हमारे क्लास में सर आए थे, पार्थो भौमिक सर करके. ही रन्स एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कॉल्ड ब्लाइंड विथ कैमरा. सो उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के तहत उन्होंने ये ब्लाइंड विथ फोटोग्राफी का कॉन्सेप्ट डेवलप किया था. तो उन्होंने उसके लिए स्टूडेंट्स के लिए एप्लीकेशन मतलब अप्लाई करने के लिए पूछा था कि आप इंटरेस्टेड हो तो.
Wow. You know, we've known that you're an absolute inspiration to many. But who and what have been your motivations, your inspirations?
मेरे बहुत से डिसेबल्ड फ्रेंड्स मैं बोल सकता हूँ वो मेरे लिए इंस्पिरेशन है. मैंने बहुत से अपने डिसेबल्ड फ्रेंड्स को देखा है, नॉट ओनली ब्लाइंड बट अदर डिसेबल्ड, इनफैक्ट मल्टीपल डिसेबिलिटी वाले लोग भी मैंने देखे. उन लोगों ने कभी अपने लाइफ में इस चीज़ को लेके दर्द महसूस नहीं किया कि यार मुझे भी डिसेबिलिटी है, मेरे को तो ज़्यादा डिसेबिलिटी है, तो फिर मैं कैसे करूँगा. लेकिन उन्होंने इतनी अच्छी अच्छी लाइफ में अचीवमेंट्स किए हैं, उनको देख के मुझे इंस्पिरेशन मिली कि यार उनको इतने सारे प्रॉब्लम होके भी उन्होंने लाइफ में सब कुछ सहा है. तो मेरी तो एक ही डिसेबिलिटी है, इसके बावजूद मैं ऐसे रो के मैं लाइफ नहीं निकाल सकता. मुझे अपने आप को प्रूव करना है और लोगों के माइंडसेट को थोड़ा चेंज करना है.
Wow, thank you so much, Bhavesh. Let's move on now to speak to Aditya Babbar, Senior Director and Head of Product Marketing, Samsung India. Aditya, Bhavesh Patel has used a Samsung smartphone to pursue his passion photography despite being visually impaired. Isn't this a big win for accessible technology? And what were the Samsung exclusive features that enabled him to achieve this incredible feat?
You know, at Samsung, we have a belief and a most cherished goal that how we can make technology accessible to all. And this story actually brings back that testimony that how we are enabling it. Let me tell you some example which have played pivotal role in enabling Bhavesh to do that. You know, we have a feature called Samsung Talkback in which consumer can navigate different screens and different scenarios by talking to the device. 2, we have Bixby, which enables you to talk to the device and do what you can't, like open the camera, open HDR, so you can actually click the scene in the way you have intended to. 3rd, you can just double tap on the power button and your camera will open and you can shoot the way you want.
Aditya, how do you think the processor of the phone plays a vital role in cases like this? The camera and the speed is all supported by the processor. How important is it for a smartphone to have a great processor?
Processor is the heart of everything what you do. It is extremely critical and important part of the smartphone experience. And I'm happy to share with you, with the launch of Galaxy S22, we brought the first time a 4 nanometer Snapdragon 8 Gen processor to the market, which enable consumer to do more and be more when he's shooting or when he's creating content like never before. And what's more, with the 5G, the speed is unmatched and you can relish your gaming like never before.
Thank you, Aditya. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope to catch up with you soon.
Thank you.
Snapdragon is calling all Cell Guru fans to join their global community. They call it Snapdragon Insiders. This gives you access to the latest scoop on Snapdragon tech, a chance to connect with the experts behind the scenes, premium experiences, exclusive contests, and much more. Look, I'm already a Snapdragon Insider, and you can become one too by simply following Snapdragon on Twitter or Instagram. I'm showing you exactly where to go. Also, give yourself a chance to win a Snapdragon smartphone by participating in the NDTV Snapdragon contest. I'm showing you the URL on NDTV. Just go here and unleash your dreams. Let's take a quick break right now on the show. When we come back, lots more. Our next big story is the OnePlus Nordbuds. Priced at about $2,799, first Nord branded earbuds from OnePlus. It's a good looking one, great case, good battery life, great sound signature at this price point. Doesn't have noise cancellation, but other than that, one of the best at this price point.
OnePlus has been in the audio business for a while, which makes the debut of the OnePlus Nordbuds particularly intriguing. Do the budget-priced earphones bring something new to the table? That's what we aim to find out in our review. From the case to the earphones itself, the design of the OnePlus Nordbuds stands out. The case is small enough to easily slip into a tiny pocket, and the earphones sit snug. This extends to the earphones itself that have larger than normal stalks, but makes it visually attractive with a flat edge. Being an in-ear style model, the OnePlus Nordbuds fit exceptionally well, and we had no trouble using them for heavy workouts or rain. The IP55 rating ensures that the earphones are great for that use case and can take sweat or splashes quite well. You'll want to try the sampling for passive noise cancellation since there is no active noise cancellation included here. Moving onwards, the Nordbuds deliver very good sound quality. This time around, OnePlus has opted for large 12.4mm drivers that give a hefty boost to bass response. Music sounds punchy and bass-heavy tracks like hip-hop particularly shine here. You can use the included equalizer to further tune the sound to your preference. We came away impressed and will enjoy listening to Nordbuds for hours on end. 7 hours to be precise, since that's the battery life OnePlus is promising. In our testing, we came very close to the quoted figure, and you should easily get over 6 hours of use here. Combined with the case, the users can expect 30 hours of time away from the charger. Priced at 2,799 rupees, the OnePlus Nordbuds aren't the most value for money option on the market, but they integrate well with the company's lineup of products. Moreover, the true wireless earphones get all the essentials right to earn a recommendation.
That then is the Cell Guru show for this week, but do remember we've got some great stories for you, including Cell Guru takes a trip to Dubai. That and a whole lot more happening next week. Do join me.